I'm going to teach you how to make a NiceHash account. So let's begin. First of all, I'm going to the NiceHash website, basically which I use. As you can see, it is picking up the URL, but I have logged out of it. So here I'm going to click here for sign up. So it's going to ask me about what my email IDs I want to add, and I have blurred out the email IDs because I don't want anybody to be able to see my email ID. Then comes everything, like I have put in the email ID and password, and I click on create account. I'll get a verification code on my email ID, and I'm not opening my email address. I'm using my smartphone, and I'm going to put in that verification code here. So the entire verification code, basically either I can use the verification code, or there is a verify link there. So I'm using the verify link to verify my account. So my account has been verified. So I can now go back, and I can just simply go click for login, and I can put in my details. So now I have logged in, and basically it's asking me, I'm just going click continue because this is where I'm starting. Now I'm going to do on mining. Here it is saying no rigs connected because we have not actually connected any rigs. This is the entire area. For those people who do not know how we got here by clicking here. We clicked here, I understand, click here, we got to GitHub. Now, so before we download anything, we have to go to our antivirus and turn it off. Here, I'm using Avast because it's free for me. Going to settings, protection, core, or if you're not using anything, you can just go to your settings, Windows Defender, and turn it off in Windows Security. After this, just minimize it. Now we are going to download the file. We are going to download this one. I accidentally clicked on the one underneath. Now that we have downloaded it, we are going to run it. I ran it directly from here. It's opening right now. So I accept, I accept English. Now we can do one thing. We can either download the same app on our phone and use it to scan and run this app, or we can just click on login and put in our login password. So here I have it. I am actually opening my NiceHash app here on my phone. Here, clicking here, I have opened the NiceHash app, and here I'm going to click here for adding a new rig. It says scan QR code. I'm going to scan it, and here it has confirmed the scan. And now I have to click on confirm scan here, and now it's opening. Now it's opened. I have to accept the liability here, and it says restart it. So I'm going to restart it, and now it's starting one more time. So here I have it. So first I have to go to plugins and install all the plugins, because of these plugins I'm able to mine everything. Because if I go and try to mine right now, I won't be able to use all these, like I won't be able to use Nano Miner or Crypto Edge or all these miners. I won't be able to use this. So I'm downloading right now, and they are installing one by one. Okay, so when these are done, you will start here. So entire setup will first benchmark. After the benchmark, it will start mining. Okay, so this one is not installing. This happens from time to time, but not to worry, it will install itself within couple of days. So before starting anything else, I'll go to settings, check every settings whether it is here or not. So here comes to advanced auto mining. It will start your mining right away. run on startup. Basically, whenever you turn on your computer, it will start mining. And now comes to the next parts. Yeah, start mining when idle. Basically, it will start mining when you are not using your computer altogether without you having to do anything. I don't really know whether this function works or not. Well, they are saying it works. And after this, you are going to start mining here. First, it will start benchmarking here. This thing takes about half an hour to benchmark every single thing. After benchmarking, you will be able to start mining. One important thing, it will start mining on your CPU as well, so you need to turn it off manually like I did just now. So now the mining on my CPU is disabled. There's no point in mining on CPU because it will give you like 1000 mbtc, which is really low because you can mine like 6 times that on a 3060, which only 150 watts, and on this CPU I would have spent almost 70 watts for just 1/6 of that. So here one of the benchmarking is done, and here it has started mining right now. So it is mining and the second card is still benchmarking. When the second card is done with the benchmarking, if they are mining the same coin on the same algorithm, this window will close and a single window will open which will be mining using both the cards. If both cards are mining different cryptocurrencies or different algorithms, then different windows will pop up like this one. There will be another window like this one which will be mining, right, which will be mining. Okay, so this is also about to be done. This is on the last benchmark. Okay, as you can see, this has also started mining and it is showing 3070 in red. That means it's only mining using 3060. So you will be able to see your how much you are mining here. These cards are mining less right now because I have not actually right now overclocked the cards to their potential. And here you will be able to see how much you are making. So our 3070 Ti without overclocking is making this much, and our 3060 is making this much. When I am going to overclock them, these figures are going to change. So we are making this much in a day, and when I go to here, oh yeah, I didn't add it to the new account, sorry, I forgot about it. I did to the old account, so I've opened it up. So here, so this figure this figure will keep adding up and unpaid balance will keep piling up. So when you have 1000 here, it will be paid here to your MBTC wallet. So after MBTC wallet, when you have 100,000 here, you will be able to cash it out to whichever wallet you use. I use in India, I use WazirX and CoinSwitch. So that's where I take that money out. So I go to wallets, I'll click on withdrawal, and I can simply add to here, add a new withdrawal address and put it in and withdraw it out. But to make a withdrawal, I need to have minimum of 0.0005 MBTC. I don't have that much, so I cannot withdraw it out, but I'll be able to withdraw it out. So this is how your entire setting up NiceHash wallet works. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you are doing good. Have a nice day.